Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to install the Redis caching in the Django project. Okay, first you need to install the Redis caching. Should I get installed the Redis server? Then once you install that, you need to check what is the status of the server. Okay, now I'm checking the status. Oh, it's working fine. That's really cool, man. Okay, so now I need to create the folder called the Redis caching for this testing project. Okay, I'm jumping into the caching folder. Now I need to separate all the Python environment into the separate environment. So I'm creating virtual environment for this project. So it's actually Python 3. I'm using mostly Python 3. Okay, so still it's installing. Okay, so now done. So now I'm activated that virtual environment. Then so installing a Django, then Django Redis. Okay, so Django installing because it's a normal Django project, that's why I'm installing. Then Django Redis is the binding, it's binding between the Django Redis server and Django, it's acting in between that. Okay, that's why I'm installing the Django Redis server for this project. It's still slow minute, I guess. Okay, Django Redis. Okay, now once you install that, we have a Psycho PG2. It's for Postgres DB. Okay, and I'm using a Postgres DB. I already used MariaDB also. So now I'm practicing with a Postgres. This is easy for me. Okay, I installed that. Then I'm installing Django REST framework for this project because it's almost everything is API based. Okay, so I'm going to test my APIs how fast it is. Okay, now I'm creating the sample project named Django Cache. Then I'm jumping into the folder. Now I'm going to create one model for test app model. Okay, once I create it, I need to mention which are the app I created and which are the module I installed. Okay, so for that I'm going to change in my setting.file. Okay, so I'm going to in the setting.py file. In that I'm going to add it in the installed apps. Okay, so once I mention here, then every time URL hits, then that will check it which are the model they installed here. The based on that URL will go there. Okay, now installed everything perfectly. Then okay, now I need to set I'm using a Postgres DB. So I have a DB setup. So already I'm setting up that. I already created the DB for this project. Okay, so I'm just changing from SQLite into the Postgres DB. Okay, now that also done, I changed it. Basically I have a test DB1. Okay, before I used a test DB, now I'm changing it to test DB1. Okay, now I'm going to use a basic model of a user model. Okay, this I'm creating new model user just for basic name, address, ages, those all things will contain it. So this is for a testing purpose. I'm going to create a 5,000 entry for this model. Okay, so if you want, you can do the make migration and migrate for your system, but for me, I already have everything in my DB. I already have a 5,000 entry in my DB. Okay, so I did only migration in here for that model, but I already have a migrate in my DB. I already created 50,000 entry. Okay, so for that, so I'm going to just dump the data from. So I have some location where I stored my already. I did a backup of my DB. Okay, now I'm going to restore the my DB into here. Okay, so my DB name is testdb1. Okay, so I'm going to change it into the psk -u username is Postgres, then the DB name is testdb1. Okay, I'm changing it. So now all the data push into the my system. That's again restored into the my system. Okay, now we're doing slowly. Okay, now I will copy what is the views. Okay, what are the views setting that should come there. Okay, that is the four different kind of the view setting we have it. So I'm going to copy this whole thing and paste it into the my views.py file. Okay, I'm going to view.files. Okay, I done this one. Now I need to copy all my URLs and I need to copy to my URLs file. Okay, I need to create a URLs.py. So there is no URLs.py file, so I need to create a URL.py file in my. So create a new apps. Okay, now I'll create that. Okay, URLs.py. Okay, yes, I'm saving into that. Okay, done. Okay, now I'm copied that whole the data is here. Okay, so now I'm going to the main setting. I'm going to set it in the main URL setting. Okay, so I'm changing this also. Okay, done. Okay, perfect. Okay, in the setting I need to mention how long the caching should be there. Then what is the Redis caching setting. Okay, I'm adding both of them at the end of the file. I'm adding the how long the teachers. I think I'm making 1 minute for this caching should be. Okay, then this will be 1 minute. Then the caching should use setting is your. I need to check the location. I need to set it up. Okay, Now everything done. Okay, this whole, okay, I'm going to test that API. Okay, first API is without caching. Okay, there is no caching at all. I'm going to test the API. There's a 5000 entry. I'm going to try it over the result that I will get it. Okay, I'm going to run the server first. Okay, no, I need to create a user. I don't have a user, so I'm creating a user first. Okay, the user should be Jagdish. The password should be, and I don't want email. Okay, password should be 123 at. Then again, password should be 123 at. Okay, I'm making it simple. Okay, I'm running the server. Okay, the server is running. Okay, so I need to add in the admin panel. You need to check it now how many data that we have it. Okay, I'm just adding it to the my admin file. Okay, dot modus import user details. Okay, right, I will check it. Okay, user detail not details. Okay, user detail, then admin dot site dot register, admin dot site dot register, then user detail. Okay, this will show the your admin panel, so I'm adding that for in my system. Okay, it's done, everything done. Okay, I will check it in my server. Is it running properly? Okay, it's running properly. Then I will check it in admin panel. Okay, it's running file. Okay, I'm checking restarting my server. Then I'm logging as a Jagdish. Jagdish, I don't want it. Okay, I'm saving that. Okay, I logged in. Okay, now I logged in. Wait, it's huge data. That's why it's taking too much time. Okay, now I have 4,999 entry. So I will take one more entry. I will put it that will make a 5,000 entry. Okay, so user detail 5,000 and I'm copying the values, and auto should be 5,000 entry, then age should be 55. Okay, I'm saving that. Okay, now we have 5,000 entry in our DB. Okay, so I done it. It's really slow. Okay, I have 5,000 entry. I'm going to fetch all the 5,000 entry into URL. Okay, first I'm going to, without caching, I'm going to try it. Okay, so I'm using a locust, not a locust, load test for my DB. Okay, this one is, so redis CLI for checking the what are the thing you cached in your DB. Okay, key patterns. I'm checking what are the is anything saved in a redis caching. Okay, nothing cached there. So I'm using a load test npm module. So in that module, I'm going to test it. I'm going to send a 100 request per 100 request. So let's see that what is the result we will get it. Okay, I'm sending 100 request. Like this is what how I'm not spamming anything in there, just a normal API get function, you will get a response in it. Okay, 5,000 entry from that. Okay, load test, I'm doing that minus n number of requests you are going to give. I'm giving 100 requests for this API. Okay, now 100 is giving a same time hitting is coming. Okay, what will happen? It will do each and every hit that will go to the server and fetch the data and return to the user. This will be really slow. That's what the caching we are using for. Okay, now it's really slow. Okay, coming and check how many requests that's sent on. So still we have almost a little bit. Okay, so without caching, still 28 requests sent on. Still it's working. Okay, it's really slow. It's 5,000 entry you are retrieving from the DB and you are responding in the API. Okay, it's really slow, man. Okay, still it's checking the result of that. Okay, I will check that how many seconds it will take. Okay, it's still 47 requests is went on. Okay, still it's working. Okay, it's really slow. My local host is really slow because of the 5,000 entry. It's really slow down. Okay, still it's working. Still it's working. Okay, 64 requests per second. Okay, this is okay. I gave 1,000 requests in that, so every second that's taking one request. Okay, this is really fucking slow. Okay, 80 requests went on. Okay, I'm okay. This video going to be a little more extra. Okay, I don't want that. Okay, it's 93 seconds. Okay, 97. Okay, it's almost done. Getting one request per second. Okay, So now I'm going to be with cache URL. Okay, that means I'm adding in that method in a cache. Same without cache URL, the view function, but I added in a URL. Recheck that 15 into 16 into 15. So now same function, but 16 into 15. This is going to be 15 minutes. It's going to be save the data in the DB. Okay, in the cache DB. Okay, now it is. Okay, now I'm going to try that URL. Okay, 100 accused. Let's see that how fast it is going to look at this. It's stored in the DB. Okay, if we check the keys, okay, here the stored there, what is the data that need to be cached. Okay, now to cache it, because of that I'm getting the request per second is 12. From the 1 to that is improved to the 12 second, 12 request per second. Okay, per second I can get a 12. So if the large data, this will be really huge different. Okay, now I'm going to use a per view cache. Okay, per view I'm going to set the only per view. That's before we use it for a URL. You will define a URL, then per view means in that view we use a decorator, cache decorator. Based on our decorator, that will give a 13 request per second. Then last one we need to change and modify. Okay, this is a per view cache. Okay, so in here then I added the cache page decorator. Then I mentioned how many minutes this should be. There should be 1 minute. I mentioned that's 1 minute. 1 minute that will be stored the data. Okay, that also will come 13 request. I'm getting it. Okay, now per data cache. Okay, per data means so something you want to store. So here I'm setting user list. I'm getting the list, whole list. So I'm checking if it is existing in the cache or not existing in the cache. So that you can save something like a count. Okay, if you want to store the count, then that will be happen like that. So now I change it the only particular user list only. I'm saving that API. Okay, per API, then per data. Inside of the API you can mention the which of the data you want to store in a cache. That's what. So I'm getting the request per second is 9. Okay, because of that querying the data, I'm saved it in the DB, caching. Okay, if you want the per site, okay, not a per site. If you want the site, okay, complete site. Okay, if you want a complete site as to caching, we need to add the middleware. Okay, so before the common middleware, we need to add in between up and down. Okay, that's I need to add that. So update. I'm removing the common middleware, then I'm updating. So update cache middleware and the common middleware and the fetch middleware. Okay, it will do for all the APIs. Now I'm using without cache. We didn't add anything for that. Before that, we are getting the one request per second. Okay, now if you do the same API, if I hit that complete whole website in that project, everything going to be the cache. Okay, look at this, the first. Okay, now I'm getting almost worth it. So 15 is coming, right? So now I'm getting 12 requests per second. So that means whole sites made as caching. Okay, this is what happened now.